Hello guys, how's it going? This is Splicer here. Now sorry it's been a while, I've just been really caught up with work, but I'm back to it, and I'm going to give you some details on PvP now. Some of you guys might have already seen it, but I'm just going to provide you with all the information that we've got, so then you guys are aware, and yeah, we can all be ready for PvP. Right, so Ubisoft released a trailer yesterday, which gave us some details on PvP, the main one being that it is still coming. Obviously, it's been a while since they announced that PvP was going to be included in the game, and personally, I started to think that perhaps they're going to cancel it from how the game's going and how the DLCs have come along, but they've released this trailer, and to be honest, I think it looks really, really good. I thought they would have just thrown something together and tried to get it out as soon as possible, but that doesn't seem to have been the case. And yeah, it looks quite slick. From the trailer, they've added a few more things to the game. You can see they've thought about it. They've had like a suppression system, which obviously isn't included in the original game. And they've added sound markers as well. So obviously if you've got a sniper in a distance and they fire at you, it then allows you to identify where that sniper is through the sound of that rifle. I'm guessing now they're going to have to introduce some serious flaws into equipping a silencer, a suppressor, sorry from all American friends, you're going to go nuts that I said silencer. Anyway, so, yeah, they're going to go nuts. What am I saying? Yeah, so I'd imagine they're going to introduce some sort of flaws, so when you put that suppressor on your weapon, it will be a lot of negatives to then caveat that new sound marking system. Right, so main points then. So they're sticking with the 4v4 PvP mode, which is what they announced months ago. It's going to be called Ghost War, and it's going to be a free update to everybody who owns the game, which is again what they promised, which is all good. They've also announced it's going to be an open beta, and they've simply said it's going to be later this summer. So that could be in a few weeks' time, it could be in a month or so's time. So we don't really have a time frame on that, but we know it's within the summer, and we know there's an open beta coming to everybody, which is quite cool. At least they're testing it. I would be surprised that they didn't test it, so it's good to see that. And then PvP is then going to drop in autumn or in fall. The PvP mode is going to carry on after the end of the game, so it's going to be after the drug cartels has fallen, and then you're going to sort of have to come together and try and dominate over the other teams in whichever map and area that there are. And you can see in the trailer and in the background stuff, they've included lots of different areas, different environments, and they have said they're going to be quite vast, but obviously with 4v4, I can't imagine they're going to be too big, otherwise you'll probably never ever see an enemy, and you'll just end up walking around the wasteland on your own. Which I can imagine would be pretty boring. They also mentioned a little bit about classes. I have done a previous video on this before, so I'll leave that in the description below if you want a bit more detail on the PvP classes, but they've said there's going to be Scout, Sniper, Tank, and other specializations. So I've seen a few YouTubers already say that the tank class is going to be somebody that can take on tanks, which isn't going to be the case. It's going to be basically your support guy, the guy that's got the most amount of armor, and pretty much your bullet magnet of the team. So Scout, Sniper, support class, there's also going to be Engineer and Assault class as well. Obviously there might be a few more in there, or they might swap them around, but we'll have to wait for the beta to find out truly what is in there. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'll keep it short and sweet. I don't need to draw this out any more than we need to, because there's only been a little bit of information provided to us. So yeah, I'll provide you some more when we find out any more about PvP or the open beta date, which is obviously what we all want, and then obviously when it drops. I'm sure we'll get that around the time we get the open beta date anyway. A quick one, if anybody has been wondering, I know everybody's bugbear has been flying helicopters, and if you haven't seen already and you haven't downloaded Title Update 6, they have changed the controls, the amount that you can fly it. They've put a crosshair on it finally, so you can actually see where you're aiming and then take on targets that way, which is great news, but arguably something they could have done ages ago. But anyway, they've done it now, which is cool. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel, guys, if you want to. Drop this video a like if it was interesting, or if it gave you some information you didn't have already. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.